Welcome back. Sorry for missing last week's stream. I my chair, the chair for my desk, it broke, and I am now sitting in a bar stool chair, and it hurts like hell my back to sit in this thing for extended periods of time. So I'm only doing short. I'm only going to do a short stream this weekend for the next 3 days. So today, tomorrow, and Sunday. And that is the reason why I missed last week's stream, is because I just couldn't hack it on this chair for an extended period of time. And it's why we're also not going to be doing any Halo gameplay this weekend, which is really sad because we're so close to the end. I'm like so close to beating Halo Combat Evolved on Legendary, and my chair just breaks. I got a new one coming in next week. Hopefully by then I'll be able to get it all set up and be able to go back at it next week as regular schedule, with probably longer than an hour streams, because it's probably I'm only going to do an hour stream today, tomorrow, and Sunday, because again it just hurts like hell sitting in this chair. My back is just destroyed. I'm sitting in a bar stool chair, to be specific, and it has like no lumbar support, and I'm so high up too. Like I'm a good like foot above my monitors right now, and it's really annoying having to look down on this. So for the plan for this weekend is to do some back-end development. So as I said 2 weeks ago, I'm going to be moving on to the Streamverse project, and I'm keeping good with that commitment, and I'm going to be doing the back-end this week, or some of the back-end this week, because I'm more confident in that, and I know I can get through it pretty easily without too much hassle. And you'll be glad to know, or you maybe care, I don't know, that I did actually finish the front end last week. The front end for my site, I actually did finish it, almost all of it. There's just small things that are left, and I'm not going to pull it up now. It's kind of a hassle to pull up the WebStorm app, but it is done. It's ready to be put up on a site whenever it's possible, and I'll be really glad when I actually finally get to that point. But for now, I'm just going to go ahead with the back end, and hopefully get my chair soon so my back doesn't kill me anymore. Let me go ahead and switch over to my monitor so you can see that. So we're going to be in Golang this week. So I might give some background into Go, what it is, but basically, if you know if you know what, here, hold on. I'll turn on some background music so it's not just completely quiet. So if you know anything about like more modern languages, there's the big three languages I'd say in programming are Python, Java, and C++. Those are kind of like the main languages that everybody uses for like every sort of application in various different fields. And obviously they have their own specialties and stuff like that. And then there's new and upcoming languages like Go, another one Rust, I think is by Mozilla. I believe they're the company behind Rust. And Go is from Google, Golang, and I figured that would play well into Angular. Angular is being developed by Google, Go is being developed by Google, and I've actually used Go quite a bit. But what makes Go nice is that it has the simple syntax of like Python, if you know what that looks like. So you can just define like x equals 1, something like that, or if x not equal to 1, else if blah blah blah, and else blah blah blah. See, it's a pretty simple syntax, and it uses brackets to determine indentation mostly. So it's really simple. It's nice to do. I guess for loop for that will be infinite for x not equal to 1. That will go for, and I can go x plus plus, and like I can do x. So this is a lower scope than this x, but you get the idea. It's a really simple form language, and it's really nice. So it has the simple syntax of Python mixed with the kind of the performance optimizations of Java, or I guess C. C is the more performant, and memory manipulation. You can do decent memory manipulation in this language. And it also has the beauty of being compilable to any sort of infrastructure or architecture that you want. So you can specify with the Go compiler, like I want to compile the program for Windows machines. I want to compile the program for Linux machines. I want to compile the program for ARM, for Mac. Like you can tell the Go compiler what kind of machine you want to build it for, and it'll compile it for you, and you can easily distribute it. So it's really nice. So it's quick to distribute. It's lightweight. The binaries are like a gig size, and it's honestly really great to have. The one downside is its testing framework, I do have to say. Testing in Golang is a pain in the ass. That's because it has no generics. I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole, but basically, if you want robust testing, Go isn't really your language. You're probably better off with a different one. But for my purposes, I think Go is good enough because I'm not going to really do much testing with a personal project. But, alright, so let's get into it. So the first part is, as you can see here, I've got the Streamverse project. I've got a config which houses my credentials. I won't open that. I hope I don't open that because I'll have to regenerate them if I do, because I don't obviously want you guys to see it. And the main file. So this is where it first gets called. This is where the first execution happens. So for now, let's go ahead and look at the Twitch API. And I'll actually separate this into two screens like that so we can get a good look. And so what we're going to try to do is call the API for Twitch and try to get some basic framework going as to how the Twitch handles stuff. Because the idea, obviously, for the Streamverse thing is that we need to collect Twitch data and on a cycle. Like, I don't know what the cycle is going to be, but like every X, we have to collect the top Y streamers so that we can aggregate the data, and then we can annotate it, and then we can display it properly with the front-end Angular app. Oh, another thing, with the Angular app, I actually contacted a company who does really good graphing to see if I can use their software. They haven't gotten back to me, and unfortunately it might look like I won't get it because they only deal with companies, and I'm not a company, I'm just a person, so that's going to suck, but hopefully they allow me to use it because it's a really nice graphing tool, and I would like to use it, but hold out hope for that. But for now, let's start with the back end. Alright, so looks like we're going to make a GET request to this API, and I don't know what that is. Query A_Siegel. I'll have to I'll look into what it looks like later, but for now, let's import the HTTP GET. Let's get, as it says, this URL. Can I define headers? I can't. That sucks. Okay, I might have to build the request first. HTTP new request method string. Yeah, I'm gonna have to build the request. Okay. Alright, unfortunately I can't use the built-in get method or get handler from Golang. I have to build the request myself. Get. Oh, I got those backwards. Method get, yeah. Okay. New request, and then the body is just gonna be nil. It's empty. It's kind of annoying how just this is actually here. Let's make that, but just make this smaller. There we go. That's what I like to see. Alright, cool. And then if, or actually, what it look like? Okay, returns a request and an error. And then error not equal to nil. Another weird thing about Golang is its error handling. It's it's very, very picky, very strict about error handling. So every time you get an error response, you should handle it in some fashion. For my case, I'm just gonna panic every time I get an error. Rec.header.set. Let's add. All right. So what's the header? Client-ID. Okay, and I'm gonna have to load that in from my config file that I got there. Auth. Or can I? Does it have a function to that? Rec auth? Basic auth? Is that basic auth? No. Header. Auth? No. Damn, okay. No, I have to. I thought maybe Go was nice and they added like an authorization, a built-in authorization function. But nope, they didn't. Okay. They did for what's it called? For basic auth, where you have a username and password, but unfortunately not for this kind of bearer token auth. Okay. Now I need to load in the config JSON.load? No, JSON.decode. Let's see, can I easily just give it a file name for it to read from, or am I gonna have to do this the hard way and actually like create a file and then pass it? I think I have to. Oh, that sucks. I might get a library to handle this later on, but for now, alright, let's just quickly look it up. An easy Golang JSON parse file. Let's see, how do you parse a file in Golang? A JSON file. Okay. And I'm not, as you can tell, I'm not separate. I'm just putting everything in main, which is obviously bad. You shouldn't do this. You should separate things out into different packages, different functions, different files, based on like similarity of operations. But for my purposes, I'm just trying to get a quick thing going. So I'm not going to like worry too much about specifics. Okay, and then defer config dot. Oh yeah, this defer thing is really nice. So basically what it does is whenever the function closes or ends, so like when it gets to the end down here, it'll automatically close our config file for us. Because you obviously, if you open a file in a programming language, it doesn't close it for you automatically. It'll just keep that memory open, which is really annoying. You don't obviously want to keep the memory allocated for this file. Because like right now it's just sitting as a hard file on my desktop. But when I open it like this, it loads it into memory, so I can read it, parse it. But and if I don't close it, it'll just sit there in memory. And I obviously don't want it to just take up memory. That's called leaking memory, which you don't want. So, okay, now we have to parse it. And I'll add in a... I'll add in a type... Come on. Config struct, which will have a client ID, which is string, and a secret, which is the thing I don't want you guys to see, because if you see it, I'm gonna have to regenerate it, and I don't want to do that because that's annoying. So I'm hoping that I don't accidentally print it for you guys to see. Alright, oh yeah, another thing is you can get these tags, which is really cool. You can like tag it like that. Tell it what the JSON looks like. Oh, did I name it wrong? I did. Okay, hold on. I gotta actually change it. I gotta open up the... Oh, no. No, that's fine. That's fine. This can go away. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna tag it like it's asking. Okay. And then... How do I unmarshal it? Do I just, I think I can just go JSON new, unmarshal. That's an unmarshal. Okay, now I think I got new decoder config dot. Or just config, does that work? Ooh, it does work, nice. So it's implement, what does this take as? Reader, and this opens up a file which has the implementation of reader. That's beautiful. Decode that into, let's not call this config, actually, that's confusing. Let's call this call this config file. Yeah, call that config file. Oh, don't change that one. And then let's call config var config. And then let's pass in config. And then let's error check this. Panic error. That might be easier to remember. That way it won't overlap with all the names. This is the config type. This is the config variable. Yeah, that should be fine. Okay. And then from that, we should have a populated config, which I can then go cfg.clientid and cfg.secret. Beautiful. Now I have a properly formatted request, which should allow me to call the endpoint get HTTP client or default client dot do come on, do request. There we go. And then it returns a response and an error. If errors nil. What I say about the error handling, it's every goddamn where. Like there's 4 times I do panics, as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the response. Okay. There we go. And this should give a response dot bot. Oh yeah. Again, another thing, you gotta close the body of the response if you're doing these kind of requests, because it loads the body into memory, which is obviously a form of data, whatever it may be. And if you don't close it, it just sits in memory and you leak memory, which is something obviously you don't want to do. You don't want to just keep leaking all of your precious memory and then just like overflow your stack or something like that. That'd suck. So gotta close it, or remember to at least defer to close if we ever panic or exit. So defer would also execute if it panics like this. So like whenever the function just terminates, like it leaves, if it terminates quick or terminates early, or if it terminates at the end when it gets down here, defers will run, which is great. And this highlighting you're seeing is because it doesn't like how we're not handling the error, because close can technically return an error, as you can see here, invalid. But for the most people's cases, it's fine to ignore this, which is why I'm ignoring it. Yeah, I'm just gonna do that, and then do that. Like, I'm just gonna explicitly add to my project to ignore these kind of errors, these kind of what's it called? These lint errors, as they're called. Okay, now that's done. Technically, I could just close the config right about here. Like after I've read it, I could close it because I don't need it anymore. I've loaded it into this struct, but I'm too lazy to close it early, so I'll just leave it until it gets closed automatically. Alright, but for now we have, this is this, okay, we have to make a new struct called type Twitch response. And it has something called data, which is I might want to go look into what if there's a structure to it. Is there a structure to the responses? Oh god, is that the what I think it is? Right there? Yeah, that is example codes. That's annoying. Oh, look at all these API endpoints. Jesus, they're really generous with what they give their developers. I just want to get the streamer or get live. I wonder what the endpoint's going to be. Start commercial. Oof. Where is it? Get streams. I don't think that's it. Get top games. I want to get like top streams. Get all streams? Ooh, this might be it. No, this doesn't look like it. Get stream tags. I might have to. What were we using? Search channels. Search channels. Wait, that's a thing? You can just search for channels? Holy shit, you can. Has it been 10 minutes? Can I swear? It has been 20 minutes. I can swear. Thank you, YouTube, for allowing me to swear after 10 minutes of a video. For those of you who don't know, if you swear within the first 10 minutes of a YouTube video, you're likely to get demonetized. Which obviously isn't a concern for me because I don't get any monetization as it is because I'm so small, but hey, might as well reinforce the practice now, so when I'm a fucking bigger number, better person, I'll be able to just naturally not swear within the first 10 minutes of a stream. Because if you've watched any of my previous videos or previous streams, I swear a lot. Like, a lot more than what I should. In person, I don't. Like, it's weird. Online, I swear a lot, but like, if somebody would ever meet me in person, I don't usually swear that often. I maybe throw in an occasional fuck or shit, but I don't usually swear. Oh, I'm getting sidetracked now. Okay. What's the response? There's no response. Is it not? Oh, this is the response. Really, this is it? Okay, I hate how small this is. It gives me a game ID. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Oof, this is gonna suck. So data, pagination. Oh, there's even pagination on this. That's gonna be annoying. Pagination is basically, it tells you how many pages, if there's too much data to be sent all at once, because usually that is the case with these like big platforms. They paginate it, so they basically, it's like, think of it as a book. So this is the first page of data, and you have to then request the second page of data to get the rest of it, and yada yada yada, and then you have to combine it all together. It's annoying, but it's obviously best practice to not overload somebody, their system, and then not the receiver either. Okay, let's get data. So it's called data, and this is the return. This is the reply. Okay, so let's then create an array of list of channels. So it's a channel. Okay, so it returns a channel object. So let's call this type Twitch channel. Oh, channels in Golang. Oh my god. When I get to like the actual like parallelization of this project, I love Golang channels. They are so good. They're just so clean. They're so easy to manage. And they're so beautifully efficient too. Like, oh my god, I can't gush enough over how great Golang channels are. Game ID. Is it like that? I keep forgetting Golang's. Golang naming convention. There's specific conventions when it comes to different languages, and Golang has a particular thing about naming acronyms, I think. Is it acronyms? Constants? Oh. Golang ID versus ID. Here it is. The issue of ID versus ID. Okay, yeah, it's capital I and capital D. Yeah. If it's a acronym or some sort of abbreviation, then you use capital letters. You never use lowercase, which is, I think Golang, or not Golang, Java does that, where you uppercase the first letter, then lowercase the second one. But in Chad Golang, you always uppercase any abbreviation. What's this game ID? It's a string. ID string. Broadcaster login. Login of the broadcaster? I don't know what that means. Did I spell that wrong? Bureau day. Yeah, I did. There's an extra R in there. Caster. Display name. Broadcaster language. I might simplify some of these. Like broadcaster lang or something. I'll keep it as language. It's not like it's killing anybody. Thumbnail URL is live. That's a string? I figured that'd be a boolean. Wonder what. Oh no, is live is a boolean. I just read the things wrong. Started. It's a UTT timestamp, isn't it? Yeah, so time dot time. String tags tag IDs string. Ta-da! And then page initiation struct. I don't know what that, or I'll just call that interface for now, because I don't know what that looks like. I haven't seen an example of it yet. Cursor mg equals equals. Yeah, I do not know what this is going to be like, so I'm just going to keep it as a generic interface for now. I guess interface is just basically Golang's placeholder for a generic, where basically if you don't know what the thing is going to be, just give it an interface. Just make it an interface, and then you can figure out what the structure is like later. It basically takes whatever you give it and just holds it as raw data. Obviously, this is an oversimplification of everything, but I'm not trying to be specific or too picky about things here. Okay, and then my back's already starting to feel really sore. Let's just continue on. There's already something unused. Oh. All right. So that should then be able to do same thing as before. New decoder response.body. Code is into Twitch response var. Let's call this data. And then error not equal to nil, panic error. And if we're lucky at the end of all this, we should have format dot print line data dot data, or I guess I shouldn't call this data. Factor this into TR. Let's call it TR for short. Twitch response. All right. If I'm lucky, I'll get something like this. Now to run it, thankfully Go automatically runs this. You can set it up to run this, or Golang, which is JetBrains Golang IDE. Naming's confusing, I know, but basically it just lets me run the go build main go command, which is basically the way of building a project, or you can run it at the highest level, which I'll do. I'll build it up here. Let's see. Okay, I'm just actually gonna hide this for a second in case it prints something I don't want it. Okay, it didn't. Thank you. But as you can see there, no errors, no panics. But it didn't print anything. Either that's because it's because I didn't authenticate properly, which is a possibility, or there was no response. Wonder which one of these it is. Alright, I gotta hide this for a second just to make sure I'm getting my proper client ID in secret, because I don't want to show you guys that. Just making sure that it actually gets them properly. Okay, it does. I think. Okay. Okay, so it did get the client ID in secret properly, so that's right. Get request. One thing I should mention is that usually you don't need to make these raw HTTP requests. Most of the time there's like a library dedicated to a certain language. Like if I look it up, Twitch Python library. Like there's probably, yeah, Twitch Python, look at that. There's libraries for this sort of thing, and then you usually just go here. And you can go to GitHub and just look for a bunch of projects that let's see. Like, let's check out homepage. No, how do I? Where is it? Where's the? Huh, that's weird. Usually it. Yeah, see, like this has a GitHub page. I wonder where the other one's GitHub page is. No. There we go. So yeah, look at this. This is a nice project. Not that many stars. Maybe there's a better one. But there might be like, here. Actually, I'll check just to be certain. There might be a Golang one. Golang library. Twitch Helix API. What is Helix? Helix. It's Twitch Helix API library in Golang. Helix. Is that their new thing? Like, I don't know. Obviously, Helix could be something I'm just completely spacing out on. Yeah, I don't know what Helix is. IRC for Golang, yeah. What's the Twitch? Okay, I'm going down a rabbit hole I don't need to go to right now. There's something called Twitch Helix that may be like the new Twitch API. I don't know. I'll look into it later, I guess. But for now, let's find out why it's complaining. Let's see. Okay. So how do I turn? Okay. What is this? This is a IO read closer. IO read closer to string. Oh, I guess another thing I can do is format dot println response dot status, and response dot status code. Let's see. Unauthorized. Oh, I'm not authorized. That's interesting. Okay, let's see. Hold on while I open up my Twitch dev account. So I can see why the hell I'm not able to view Twitch. With the Twitch, bullshit. Let me check something. No. That's right. Why am I getting a 401? Oh, Helix. Oh, Helix. Oh, Helix is... Oh, yeah, look at that. Helix. That's their new... That's the new API. Okay, so I guess Helix is the new API. So whatever that thing was called, the Golang Helix thing, I guess that's right. Do I need to get a token? Oh, I think I have to get a token. This is interesting. So, I think I have to authenticate a token before I can actually make requests. This is gonna suck. Access token? Oh, really? Oh. Fuck. Oh, shit, I do. It looks like I have to get an access token. Am I right? Yep. Ah, that sucks. Okay. I need to get an access token before I can do any of this. Oh, that's me. Damn, that is what it is. Okay. I have to get an app access token. Shit. Okay. Okay, I need to authenticate. fuck, this is gonna be more annoying than I thought. I thought I could just use my secret and my client ID to make a request. No, I gotta authenticate, then I use the authentication that I received to make requests. Ooh, this is annoying. Okay. And my back is killing me again. Fuck. Okay. Alright, I gotta make... This is getting too big. I'll just make a new thing called auth. And then in auth, we'll take config. Let's change this. Shit. Let's change this around. There we go. And that way I can pass it around as just a reference to it instead of the entire thing, which is kind of obscene because like it's so small, but like I like passing around the pointer to it rather than the actual object itself. Okay, let's do this very similar process, but instead we're going to make a post request, which is basically an action request to you. You add it straight into the header or into the URL. Damn, no chill. All right. Ooh, that's nice. Oh, okay. I didn't remember this song in Halo Combat Evolved, but hey, that's cool. This will respond with a string or an error. Okay, I gotta format the URL. Bam. And then client ID. And client secret. Pig.client ID. Pig.secret. URL, and then I also have to add on that. It's annoying how long that line is, but whatever. Okay. I can give it specific functions, but I'm not going to give it a scope. I'm going to let it do whatever it wants. I'm too lazy to deal with that right now. Okay. And then similarly here, but turn if response.status code not equal to HTTP status, okay, then panic response status let's do the same thing here, and then let us decode it. Usually, yeah, I'll put it up here. Type Twitch at token destruct which has our access token. Let's actually just call this Twitch auth string. Let's call this refresh token string. Expires in string. Number of seconds. Number of seconds. Can I make that a UTC time? No, I doubt it. I'm gonna get an int. Let's make it a uint. I'd have to actually see. Yeah, it expires in. Yeah, here we go. I just call this an interface, so I'm not going to deal with this right now. And then token type. Let me regenerate that. There we go. Ta-da! And then same thing as before. Body. Nope. New code. Auth. Twitch auth. Into auth. Return error. If auth dot, or yeah, and then actually, yeah, we'll do this like auth dot access token. Ta-da! And now we have an access token, and some other information if I cared enough. Where is it? Search channels. Here it is. I forgot to label all these because the internal names for them are completely different from how they're supposed to be displayed, or how they're returned from the mail. Oh no, I have that right. I'm just so stupid. Started at. Okay, started at, yeah. Oops. I didn't follow my own style guide. There we go. Oh, no, that's right. What am I smoking? It is like that. Try to trick me. Okay, after I get config, then we go. Let's call this token. Error auth config error not equal to nil panic error. Ta-da! And then when we go to make a request, we keep the client ID, but instead of this we use token. Ta-da! And now we should be able to make the request properly, and it should return to us proper access token. Let's give it a shot. It literally returned. Oh, you've got to be shitting me. It returned a string quoting string. Oh, you are joking me. Oh my god, you are literally joking. Okay, this is just going to be a string then. Oh, right. Tag IDs is an array of strings. Hey, look at that. It's, yeah, it's the data encoded form, but hey, look at that. Like, let's see. sprint line. Maybe that will work better. Or sprint f. Yeah. I think it's V is the V plus? Or is it plus V? Okay, now why is it complaining? Oh, printf is what I meant to do. Oh, come on. I know you want to print it. Don't give me those. Don't give me those memory addresses. I don't want to have to remove it. Fine, fuck it. Fine. Be like that. For channel in range of tr.data format dot print line channel there. There. Ta-da! Look at that. Beautiful. We've got ourselves some output from Twitch. And all it took was 112 lines of code to do it. Probably could be shorter, but like this could be reused a bit, like the request handling, but I'm too lazy to set something up like that, so I just did it by hand. Or I just duplicated it a bunch. So probably less than 100 lines if you really cared. Is any of them? No, none of them are live right now because I can tell by the false flag on all of them. Okay, so this is great. This is good. So we figured out auth. We figured out Helix that's their naming convention for their APIs. Kraken was v5. Helix is v6 of their API. I hate when companies try to be quirky like that, but hey, whatever. But that's beautiful. Really, what I'm looking for now is getting the top 100 streamers or top X streamers. I don't know what that endpoint's going to look like. Get streamer markers? No. Get channel teams. No, I don't want channel teams. Fuck off. Search channels. URI encoded search query. Maybe, I don't know. What is a search query? That's what I want to know. Because maybe I can like, maybe a search query can be this one searches for live channels? How does it do that? How does it search for live channels? I don't see that. What? It's exactly the same. Hold on, maybe I have to make this bigger. This example searches for channels. Yeah. This example searches for live channels. What? They look exactly the same. Am I hallucinating? They're exactly the same. This doesn't search for live channels. It just searches for a seagull. What? Line second. Crap. Maybe it'll be somewhere in here. Let's see. Guide. Requests, rate. They've got rate limiting on here. Ooh, that'll be fun. Data models. Data models. Where's that? I thought it would give me a proper. Oh my god, this page is so broken. What the fuck? it just slides right. Okay. Thank you, Twitch. So I did authentication. I don't want a chatbot. Organization, no. Drops. No. Embedding Twitch. No. Event sub. That might be cool. I know a bit about WebSockets. I'm not gonna go into that though, because that's probably gonna be annoying. No, I don't want to do that. This might be good. Hold on. Data analytics, that's what I'm looking for. Oh. No, is this... Yeah, no, I want Twitch API still. No, I don't want a webhook. Stop. No, stop. Start commercial? What is all this at the top of your stream? Stream? Search? Okay, so this gives me a definition of everything. No. Where is it? Where is the one that I'm looking for? Entitlements. It's a funny name for something. Games, hype train moderation, search. Do I have to like be cheesy and do this myself? I don't want to have to like look into the Twitch API myself.
That is not what I meant to do, lol.
Twitch top 100. Is there something like that? I think there was. Twitch top 100 streams. Not streamers. I wanted to see streams. Top Twitch channels. That's what I like to see. Directory. Oh, okay. This is it. And I guess, alright, let's find out what's the command it's calling. We're gonna finesse this the old-fashioned way because I don't feel like figuring it out, I guess. What's this? Nope, that's not it. I'm looking for an XRH request. You gotta be kidding me, it's not here? No, it's gotta be here somewhere. Is it baked into one of like the JS files? Oh, that's gonna be annoying. Unless, is it this? Is it an IRC channel that it's fetching all this data from? Oh, it could be fetching it from a WebSocket. Oh, that'd be annoying. Because I don't see an XRH request. Amaranth and Moist Critical. Yeah, they're the top two. Live. Yeah, yeah. You can see all the people who are live right now. Hassan, Train. I don't know who any of these. Greek, Mango, Zedex. But that's not what I want. I want this. I want this top 100 that it's fetching, which I think might be, if I'm so unlucky, it might be... Oh god, it might be this. Oh god, it might be this. It might be... yeah, it might be... It might be that request. Oh god. It might be that it's a WebSocket handler. Oh, that's annoying. I don't think it is, but it might be. Do I really have to open up a WebSocket to get the top 100 streams on Twitch? Twitch top 100 streams API. Oh, wait, no, wait. Wait, is it in Kraken? Get live streams. Oh, wait, no. Streams. Get streams. Because this is Kraken. This is the same. Okay, this is the same one. First? Oh, that's it. That's it. That's it. The first 100 streams. That's it. This is the endpoint. Based Google search knows more than the goddamn easier to figure out things than Twitch API itself. Oh, I'm at 1 hour. Okay. I'm going to quickly do this and then I'll call it quits because I don't want to be sitting in this chair for much longer. I'm already starting to, like, you might be hearing it, I've been shifting my weight a lot because I am really struggling in this chair. It's killing my back. Query. First 100. There we go. And that should return game ID, game name. Yeah, I'll be paginated for sure. Yeah, this will be paginated for sure. Yeah, this will paginated for sure. Okay, tag IDs. Start at viewer count. Okay, there's a new thing in there, viewer count. Where is it under? It's under title. Oops, 1 too high. Viewer count. Uint. I don't think you can have a negative viewer count. If you do, good on you. And they replaced is... Wait, is this... Wait, which one is this? This is Helix. Okay, this is Helix. Okay, is live is no longer there. In replace of it is... Okay, I'm just going to organize this more accurately to what I want. User ID string JSON user login string username string. They made it a 2-word even though it's usually a 1-word. Game name string. I imagine if I do this anytime during the next couple of days, it'll be Ludwig, who's always number 1. Hey, I guess that's what it is though. Type. Type. Live or empty in case of error. I'll keep it as a string for now. I might type that, explicitly type it. Language, thumbnail, URL, tags, okay. And then get rid of broadcaster, display name. Just language now. Huh. Wonder what the pagination's for then. That's not right. There's no way that's accurate. That's not ordered. Oh no, that is ordered. Fuck me, that's ordered. Huh. Rip Ludwig, he's only 4th now. Summit 1G, Rambo, and I don't know who that number 1 is. Who's number 1 right now? Twitch.tv/loud Coringa.
Tá cada dançando em estilo de música diferente.
É real.
What is this? 18 plus, loud Coringa. What is this? Portuguese driving racing. I don't know what this is. Is he just vibing with people? Is that really his thing? Okay. Is it broken still? Oh no, it's back now. Last week I was having my recommendeds broken. That was kind of funny, but okay. What's Summit up to actually? I'm actually kind of curious. Summit 1G. Sea of Thieves. Why not? And Ludwig's playing Double Dash. Rambu's probably playing Minecraft. I'm just not gonna take a look. It's kind of already obvious to me. All right, well that's cool. There we go. The top 100 streamers, and if I want more than the top 100, get stream key. I wish that would work. Actually, let's see. Format, print line, tr dot pagination. Curious, is there any pagination? There is. So there's more pagination if I wanted to. So this is just the top 100, and if I want to do like the top 200, I'd have to get the next cursor from here. So I have to go take this cursor and then insert it into the request here after pagination. So I'd get the request, take this cursor, and make a new request, say 100 again, and that'd give me the second. Oh, Bob Ross. Oh, look at him. He's number 100. Nice. So he'd give me the second. That'd give me the second 200. So if I wanted the top 200 streamers, just paginate it. Which I might do later. For now, it's just going to be the top 100 streamers, though, because it's easier to collect and easier to annotate that way. But this is good. This is good progress. And see what I told you? I'm good at Golang. And, wow, I'm pretty good at Golang. Alright, I think that about does it for now. Hopefully I didn't leak anything I wasn't supposed to during this. But hey, who knows? This is cool. I'm actually doing pretty quick on this. Next steps. Like, what will be the next steps for this, I'm wondering. Like, I guess after this, now that I've actually started to been able to make, I might actually start formatting the project more as to what it should look like. Might like actually building it like a maintainable project should, and not just stuff everything into main. I might also look into that Twitch API, that Helix API that I saw, the Golang Helix API library, because obviously I don't have to make hard requests every time. It'd be nice if I could just have a library that handles it all for me, as long as it's well developed. Obviously, if it's pretty early in its stages, it might be better just to do it myself, because it might be more of a hassle trying to work around it than it would be to just develop one myself. And then on top of that would be storing it into a database. I'll most likely be using Postgres, and then I just got to figure out how I'm going to store it and then determine viewership. I looked into what that guy from Reddit did for his viewership, and all he did was basically check the viewers, and if there's more than 300 people sharing a stream, or like there was more than 300 people that were shared between two streamers, then that would be a line. You'd make an edge between them. And the more viewers a streamer shared, the larger the edge would get. Simple enough. I might do something different though, because that's kind of it's not wrong, but I feel like it's like, even if it's shared one streamer, I feel like it's not the amount of streamers you share, but how frequently those viewers are seen on the two different channels. Like if viewer A, if you have no streamer A and B and viewer C, if viewer C is seen on both A and B 100% of the time, like whenever A is live, you see him on A, whenever B is live, you see him on B, then that's a very, very strongly typed edge. But if you see C only A on B once, but on C, let's say 4 times out of a week, I would say that that's not strong enough of an edge connection to warrant a connection between streamer A and B, because C didn't show up enough on B's stream to actually be considered like an active member, or maybe not an active member, but an active viewer of both streamers. They could have been just checking them out. I'm going off on a tangent. This is basically me thinking of how I'm going to annotate this and analyze the data. I might just go with his way at first, because it's simple, gets to the point, And it seems like everybody likes the way he did it because he showed 2 graphs now, and everybody seemed to be fine with the way he did it. Or maybe they didn't. Maybe because they didn't know how he did it, they just accepted it as truth, as fact, as is, because he made it out to be really sciencey, really cool data analytics. Not to say it's wrong. Like he did compare streamers, just maybe not in the best way. Who knows? But I'll see. But for now, I think I'll end it. Hour and 10 minutes, short stream as I said. Tomorrow and Sunday again, 2 more short streams because my back hurts and I cannot sit in this chair for more than an hour without it just killing me or just destroying my posture on top of that. It just hurts so much. But thanks for stopping in, and hopefully by the end of this week I'll have a decent back end fleshed out, and then next week I'll do a front end if I can get a graphing library going, because I want to use the one that I reached out to that I mentioned earlier, but they may be really picky because I'm not a company, I'm just a person, but we'll see. Alright, enough of the stalling. Thanks for checking in. Hope to see you next time. Bye for now.